YouTube, let's get it. Back with another vid, YouTube. It's your boy Big Gap, and today we will be installing the first Radiolink receiver. As you can see right here on the table, I got the other three of my receivers came in. The seven channel gyro receivers, they came in, and the other three should be here by the end of the week. So with no further ado, we're gonna get into it. I was gonna do a range test on this video, but I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get out to do the range test. So this probably gonna be a short video, but I am gonna show how to put this receiver in here and how to cut the gyro on and all that good stuff and make it work. So with no further ado, let's get into the video. Hold tight, let me get everything set up and ready to rock. Alrighty. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty good. As you see, this car has a very small receiver box. This is a Serpent GT Cobra GT street car, and it has a very small receiver box. So with that being said, I'm going to use my small Fly Sky receiver to go in it. Let's get this stuff out of the box. Which one is it? It's this one. Here's the remote. Here's the receiver. As you can see, that is tiny. Teensy tiny. But this receiver box called for something small like this because of like I said, is very tight. When you try to put some of the bigger receivers in, it's a struggle. It is a struggle. So I was going to put this receiver into my Vendetta, but my Vendetta receiver box is pretty big. I'm positive I'll be able to get one of the 7-channel receivers in there with no problem. It'll definitely be easier than trying to get the 7-channel receiver in that little box. Let me hold it up a little bit so y'all can see it a little better. You see a little bitty receiver box right there? The thing is tiny. It is tiny. So with that being said, let's get to work. I always know 1 to turn, 2 to burn. So I always use that as a marker to let me know that my receiver, my steering will go in channel 1, and my receiver, my ESC will go into channel 2. So now I just got to figure out where the positive and negative goes on this one. It is so hard for me to see. All right, negative goes on the outside, so it goes this way. So this is my steering right here, I think. Yeah, that's my steering. Double check, make sure. Yes, my steering. Steering goes here in channel 1. 1 to turn, 2 to burn. And my ESC goes into channel 2. So let's get that right there. Now a receiver like this, I would not recommend you run in the water because everything is exposed. If you can see that, everything is exposed. So I would not recommend you running in the water with this receiver. So next step is going to be binding to this controller. Let this battery charge up on this controller, and we're gonna bind it and go from there. Hold tight. All right, y'all, it's gonna be a little tough for me to show y'all this, but I'm gonna show you. You're gonna go to basic menu. That'll be the second menu on your remote, and at the bottom you will see receiver settings. Y'all see it down there? Receiver settings. So you click on receiver settings, and then it goes to this screen. This screen right here is for the V1 or V2 receivers that you want to blind to. This is a V1 receiver, so the check mark is marked at the top for the V1. If y'all can see that, for the V1 right there. So next step is, it's a little small button on the side of this receiver. It's very small, so you hold it and then you turn the car on. It's kind of tricky to hold. Let me see. Do I got it? Hold it. Turn the car on. Flashes quick. Y'all can see the green light flashing on there. And it goes solid. And you're bound. Just that easy. You're bound just that easy. See, I got steering. Is it right? Nope, my steering is off. So the next step I'm gonna do is go in here and reverse my steering. It's going to be up under channel reverse at the top on the second menu. Let me see if I can get it. Y'all a better view. At the top, right there, channel reverse. So you hit channel reverse. You go to channel 1 and reverse it. Now we're going right. Right is right and left is left. Alright, so next up we got to calibrate this ESC. Then we're going to turn on the gyro, and I'm going to name this vehicle, and we're going to be good to go. Hold tight. I'm going to calibrate the ESC first. So everyone knows how to calibrate the Spectrum ESCs. Alright. Neutral, full throttle, full brake, and it's calibrated. Go back through the beeps again. Now we should have throttle. Now we got throttle. Throttle and steering. So the next step on the receiver right here is a little button. It's hard for me to show y'all with this receiver that's so small. We're bound and ready to go. It's another this little same button. You hit it 3 times fast. Alright, give me 1 second. It unbound. Let's get it back. Bind it again. Receiver settings. There we go. Alright. So the light changed to orange, and now your gyro should be working. So I go on here. I turn up the gyro. Gyro gain was on 0. Now gyro is working. I didn't have to set it flat or anything like that, and it's automatically, when you hook it up, it's automatically right here on the thing. It actually didn't come unbound. I just had to wait for a minute for that orange light to come on. I don't know if y'all can see that. The light went from green to orange, and now we have gyro. So everything is good. I'm not steering anything, and we good to go. Yes, sir. So next, what we're gonna do, we're going to get this receiver double side tape down into the receiver box, get everything fixed back up, and we'll cut it back on again, and we'll pull the car down, and then we'll name the model in this car on the interface on the transmitter. So cut us a small piece of sticky tape because this receiver is pretty small. It's a small piece of sticky, double-sided sticky tape. Get it on the back side of this receiver so it can go down nice and flush on the in the receiver box. Shave a little bit of it off. You don't want it to be too long because it's easier to come up that way. You want it to be, you want your piece to be pretty straight, because this is a gyro receiver, so you have to put it down. You can't just leave it hanging in the box, because when you cut the gyro on, when it bounces around, it's gonna make the car act real funny and crazy. So we get that in there. All right, sticky tape, she's in. Let y'all check that out. Y'all see her? Get these wires out of the way. She's in there. She's down in there right there. The little baby. She's in there. So we get all this stuff back in here. We get this receiver wire. It's on the side, goes through the side. We get the receiver wire back down. Let me pull this out for a minute. I should have went inside of my cords, up under my cords, like that. And get it back down on there. Pretty easy, man. Pretty easy. Pretty darn easy. Get this right here, like so. Get these cords in here. We're gonna run our receiver wire back up through the antenna tube. I normally don't use antenna tubes. I normally just cut it. I cut little holes into the boxes, but with this one, it's the way I like it, because it's coming straight up out of the top of the receiver box. It's not coming from the side, and you gotta run it through here, run it through there, and all that stuff. So we stick that back up through there like so. Get it on top of there, nice and flush. Make sure you're not pinching any of your actual cords, your servo or your ESC. Get your screwdriver. If you're not gonna run through water, you don't have to lock it down super duper tight. I don't run my cars in water. I know a lot of people do, but me personally, I don't run through the water, so I don't have to put it super duper tight. Just snug it down just a little bit so it won't come apart. All right, we're gonna test it one more time, and then we're gonna set the car down and name it in the new Radiolink, baby. Let's go. All right, we got steering. And we got throttle, steering, and we got throttle. So let's see the gyro working. Yep, y'all hear that? Get it, move it back some so I can see it a little bit better. See the gyro working. We're gonna turn it up real high. See that gyro working? Gyro's working good, baby. So there it is. Gonna get this down. Turn this gyro back down, so when I do run it, it won't be up so high and I'll be there forgot about it. All right, give me 1 second. We're gonna get this stuff down, and I'm gonna get right back with y'all, and we're gonna finish the video out. Hold tight. All right, now we can name the model. I'm trying to do this upside down for you guys so you can see. This is my first time doing it, so I don't know myself. So matter of fact, let me just get us set to where we need to be first to name the model. Settings, model. Mixing, gear ratios, model. All right, now you go back into your settings and you go to model, and then you go to model select, copy, rename model. So you see that your keyboard comes up with all of your. All right, Serpent GTE, and then you just hit confirm down here at the bottom. Confirm, and it locks it in. Serpent GT. So now when I go into my memories, my model memory, I will be able to just go to Serpent or pick the next car. So we're good. Serpent GT. All right, so we're bound and we're ready to go. I'm ready to get this car out and test it and see what it can do with this controller. All right, I appreciate y'all sticking around watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, dislike, whatever you like. YouTube in a minute.